There. There we go. Stupid Windows. The stupid Windows update messed up all of my default sound devices. But yeah, you can hear me now, right? Yay, voice! I was saying, this weekend has been very weird. And that's one of those things. The Windows update messing with my sound stuff. But that between that, and my headache, and my neighbors doing whatever it is they're doing... It's been a weekend. But I'm feeling up for it. We're gonna play some Journeyman Project. Can't add my own emotes yet. Like, whoa, did you hear that? The sound of furniture dragging? Yeah, that's coming from upstairs. I don't know if that's even getting picked up on the mic, but, yeah, it's annoying. So let's try and, ignore that. Because I feel like playing some Journeyman Project. And it's been a while since I played 2, like, a long while, like... God, when was the last time I beat this game? Like... I must have been, like, what, 13 or 14? It's been a long time. So... I think we should just jump into it. Just like the first game, the first few minutes are very exposition heavy, so, enjoy the vibes, I guess. Alright, let's turn off the music. And... hopefully, let me know how the sound is, by the way, because I'm probably gonna have to mess with the mixing, as usual. Hopefully things aren't blowing up.
Stay a while and listen.
Oh my god, Budgie! Thank you for the sub! 4 months! Thank you, thank you! Oh, I appreciate you so much. Hope you're enjoying your emotes. I love the soundtrack in this game. Turn my volume down a little bit. Oh, why would that stop the thing? Oh. Just because I wanted it not to not go deaf. I'll post the intro in Discord anyway. I love this song. Oh, Head Pats Antihydrate? Oh, hey, Mellowkey. Welcome, welcome. I have to do the thing. I don't know. But yeah, we really are gonna be like watching a movie, kind of. Because this game is very FMV heavy. Like, you thought Pegasus Prime was FMV heavy? That has very little on Buried in Time. There we go. Head pats. Hey, Izzy. Bat Sunday? Yes, it is, Sunday fun day. How are you doing, Izzy? We're playing some Journeyman Project. And, if you were here for the, Pegasus Prime playthrough, we saw a little sneak peek of the opening cutscene for this game. Missed the watch party for Candyman. Aww. It's alright. Yeah, I could post a link to where we watched it if you need to see it. But there'll be more watch parties in the future. Definitely. Whenever I feel in the mood for it. Probably, maybe monthly? I'll decide. Nice, nice. Yeah, I hope everyone's, Saturday and Sunday have been, better than mine. Have been good. Yeah, let's jump into it. They kind of sum up the events from the first game.
Officially admitted into the symbiotry of peaceful beings.
But we are still playing
Gage Blackwood with the Paragon Medal for Valor.
Gage Blackwood.
Conference this morning, the government admitted the existence of the Temporal Security Agency.
And I had to grab a pen and paper for this game too, because this is one of those games.
The arrest of Elliot Sinclair can be attributed to Agent 5, Gage Blackwood, who single-handedly defeated Sinclair's name.
Enjoy your lurk, Devil. Good luck with your raid.
Quick, there's not much time to explain. They'll be here any second. Yes, I am you. I've come from the future. We've been framed. Now, whatever you try to do not interfere with what's about to happen. The suit I'm gonna transfer over to you will keep you close, so just stand still and watch. When it's all over, you'll be pulled 10 years forward in the future to my present. From there out, it's all up to you. Oh, and I've hidden more information inside of you. You'll figure out what I mean. Here comes the jumpsuit.
Now we get our HUD.
Come on, Gage. Let's go.
And just like that, we've been pulled into the future. Where we don't need the Pegasus device to time travel. We have a suit now. And he said we would find more information inside of us. Look at this cute little action figure of of us.
Since you're getting this message, I'm assuming everything went well. Now, before you do anything, you need to understand that the role of the TSA has changed in recent years. In addition to the security unit, there's now another team whose job it is to research history. That's the team I was on. That is, until someone altered history at 4 of my research mission locations. They weren't major changes, just enough to create temporal ripples. When another agent discovered the temporal ripples about a week ago, I was suspended and put on house arrest. Then they discovered some evidence, and by the next day I was already on trial. I had just about given up hope last night when it hit me. I'm being watched, but you can still prove that we're innocent. So I've decided to break house arrest and jump back in time to get your help. Right now I'm probably in jail. If they know where I am, they won't be looking for me. You'll be free to jump to any of my research mission locations to see what's going on. Now pay attention. This is important. Go to each of the 4 time zones and gather as many clues as you can find. Try and discover what's been changed and how. I've programmed the jumpsuit to auto-record any evidence you might find. Oh, and one more thing. I don't know if this has anything to do with what's going on, but I was at the TSA a couple weeks ago, doing an unscheduled check of the security grid. I noticed something was wrong. It seems a couple of the feedback jumpers had gotten crossed. A good portion of the security grid was compromised for I don't know how long. Anyone with the right information could have gotten into or out of the TSA, the Pegasus warehouse, or any of the restricted areas without even being seen. I'm still not sure why I'm being set up, but I think this might have something to do with it. Be careful. Our life is on the line.
So we're here to prove our innocence. For us. So while our future self is in prison, we're free to do whatever we want. Within reason. So let's roam around our apartment a little bit. Actually, there's someone I want to get first before we fully explore, so we can get some commentary. So let's go watch some future TV. Okay, I think we need to... There we go. There, now we can watch some future cable. Interactive News Network.
Iodine will return after a word.
Oh, I have to get my pen and paper ready.
The
You'll see why.
soon-to-be-released Geno, A Fond Remembrance, is Volume 4 of G-Tech's Rock Through the Ages collection. Never before has there been a video collection that captures the many moods of Geno and
Even in the future, we'll have to deal with infomercials.
So many songs about the rain.
The rebellious Geno.
When you sail in yourself, you sail the price to pay. When you're selling yourself, make it somewhere.
Yes, the carefree Geno.
It's been my dream to be a traveler of sorts, to visit all kinds.
And of course, the lovesick Geno.
A song for her is all she wants from me.
All of his chart-topping videos are
Okay,
here,
Meloky.
brought back
I hope
from the
I
archives
hope
of the
tomorrow's a
past
better
and
day for you.
completely remastered in
Have
stunning
good sleep,
4D sound.
sweet
In
dreams.
Fact, Geno, A Fond Remembrance is the most
And thank you
complete
for stopping
collection
by.
of Geno's hits ever compiled on one EC. Call our toll-free ShopNet line now and receive a free sample from the upcoming EC that's bound to be an instant classic. Geno, A Fond Remembrance.
There we go. I had to write that number down.
The ongoing saga of Gage Blackwood.
1,000 TV channels, far out, and nothing to watch. No. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
The illicit time jump was detected, and he was immediately apprehended by Agent 8 of the Temporal Protectorate. Although it's still not clear how and why Blackwood obtained the TSA jumpsuit, Temporal Security Agency officials did say that no distortion ripples have yet been detected, and that there is no reason whatsoever to believe that Blackwood has altered history in any way. Our Lisa Long has a report from TSA Administrative Headquarters.
In a strange turn of events that can only be described as unimaginable, the highly decorated Gage Blackwood, better known as Agent 5 of the Deep Time Unit, has been arrested and put on trial for the crime of historical sabotage. We apologize for the lack of trial footage, but because of the sensitive nature of the material being presented, no recording equipment has been allowed into the tribunal wing of the United Ministry Complex where the trial is being held. The drama unfolded 3 weeks ago when Agent 2 of the Temporal Protectorate discovered 4 distortion ripples while conducting an unscheduled historical scan. As it turned out, the dates of the ripples exactly coincided with times to which Agent 5 had been sent for research purposes. The agent immediately contacted his supervisors, and on their orders, 3 agents were sent to apprehend Agent 5, who offered no resistance. Later that day, more evidence was found in Blackwood's locker, suggesting that he had disobeyed Temporal Security Agency directives for personal gain. Unless deemed absolutely necessary, the TSA will not send agents to investigate or restore the distortions, as any further tampering with history may cause adverse effects, possibly even turning the ripples into full reality distortion waves.
We can watch. It's about the trial.
Prosecuting attorney Phil Stevens alleges that Agent 5 intentionally altered the past in 4 of the 10 time zones to which he had been sent for research purposes, his only apparent motive being personal gain.
But what did I have to gain?
In so doing, Agent 5
That's what I
would
have to wonder.
knowingly violated Temporal Security Agency ethics, as well as the law. As temporal sabotage in any form is considered the worst possible crime against humanity, Stevens is aiming for the maximum allowable sentence.
Damn.
The burden of proof lies on the prosecution. They have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Gage Blackwood was responsible for the distortion ripples. There is strong evidence working against Blackwood, including both computer records that place him at the altered historical locations and contraband that was discovered in his locker. But the evidence alone is not enough to ensure a conviction. With this in mind, prosecuting attorney Stevens has directed his questioning toward eliminating other possible explanations for the ripples. Witnesses for the prosecution have included Agent 2 of the Temporal Protectorate, the TSA's chief technician, and the designer of the circuitry for the jumpsuit.
Oh man, I don't know if do we want to read through all the evidence? The investigation began when Agent 2 of the Temporal Protectorate ran an unscheduled manual historical scan. Procedure normally performed twice a year. That's kind of a coincidence, isn't it? That they would run an unscheduled scan that's normally run twice a year. It just happened to pick this up. Pretty suspicious. Someone had gone back to that time and affected a historically important object or event. Found 3 more ripples. Spending his day off, apprehended him without incident. Brought Agent 5 to the United Ministry Complex, where he was arraigned and later released to house arrest. Video log reports made by him during the research mission jumps definitively place him at each of the altered historical locations. Files are not made available to the press. Locker revealed 1 valuable but not historically significant object from each of the 4 altered time zones he was sent to. 4 items included a gold ornament from Chichen Itza, a jeweled orb from Chateau... Oh my god, I can't pronounce these. Gaillard? Gaillard? I can't speak French. A sketch from Leonardo da Vinci's studio, and a signed document from Kenneth Farnstein's lab. So just 4 insignificant objects was enough to pin him.
In the absence of an alibi or any evidence proving Agent 5's innocence, defense attorney Sandra Gallagher will be setting out to show, through the testimony of character witnesses, that it is not likely Mr. Blackwood committed the crime. If the defense can elicit some doubt of Blackwood's guilt, he will go free. Witnesses for the defense will include Agent 3 of the Deep Time Unit, Agent 8 of the Temporal Protectorate, the Commissioner of the Temporal Security Agency, and Agent 5 himself.
Let's see. Symbiometry technology discussions. Yeah, we need to watch all of these because I need the commercial numbers. Like this one.
course.
If you hadn't understood those important messages, you would have just...
Wet bin.
Screwed up your best suit.
Flippity then then.
Driven off of a cliff.
Cheap meat.
Been poisoned.
Restaurants located in the lobby.
And peed your pants on a foreign planet. Yes, for all those reasons and more, there's the Omniglot DM dual-mode translator biochip from Samco. Just pop the Omniglot DM into any standard biotech interface and voila! No more frustration, no more confusion. The Omniglot DM instantly translates the written and spoken forms of any known language. It does it all! The Omniglot DM translator biochip from Samco. Get it today.
Yes, please.
Translator biochip available at Frugal's and other fine stores for a low price of $199.90 or order over ShopNet. Product order code 6892238. 6892238. Order now.
There we go. Throw it down.
The heads of ministry will continue to meet with Symbiotry representatives today in the Assembly Hall of the United Ministry Complex. These talks were requested by several member races as a forum in which to discuss the place of time travel technology in the symbiotry of peaceful beings. Today marks the beginning of the third week of negotiations, yet there is still no end in sight. Sarah Michaels is standing by at the United Ministry Complex with a report.
Yeah, we remember Symbiotry from the first game. They're the aliens that showed up.
The main factor protracting the discussions is the inability of the Symbiotry to decide what should be done with the technology. The representatives have formed three distinct factions whose strongly opposing views have caused them to remain tenaciously entrenched in a deadlock. While one group believes we are committing the unforgivable act of hoarding a vital technology, a second supports the Symbiotry tenet that each race has sovereignty over its own technologies. The third contingent, which has grown in strength since the arrest of Agent 5, contends that time travel represents a threat to every race of the Symbiotry and should be destroyed altogether. Even though most attending
They're probably
races
not wrong.
strongly disagree with humanity's sole ownership of the technology, our heads of ministry refuse to acknowledge their arguments, citing its inevitable misuse as their foremost concern. Therefore, barring Symbiotry action, it is unlikely that the status of time travel as a proprietary technology of Earth will change.
I'm not gonna read all of these, like, depositions and stuff.
INN will return after word from our sponsor.
Because we kinda get the picture. Oh my god, this commercial?
Cheese girl!
16.5, 9.4, 7.8. Yes, that's right. We're gonna own our own cheese girl soon.
In a last-ditch effort to stay afloat, the Louvre Art Museum held an auction of unprecedented scale yesterday. The museum was forced to sell off many of its older collections to pay off creditors and to raise funds desperately needed for renovations to the facility. In a fervent display of support, the art community rallied around the historic landmark, showing that the museum itself is every bit as valuable an artifact as any of the works of art it contains. The auction was an astounding success, raising 138.5 billion credits, easily surpassing the 100 billion credit goal. This windfall was due in large part to one generous bidder who preferred to remain unidentified. Martin Walker is standing by with a live report from the Louvre.
Thanks, Mark. I'm standing inside the historic Louvre Museum in Paris. Behind me sits
Yeah,
one
you
of the few
definitely
pieces
are.
to survive yesterday's extensive art auction. Items up for auction included artifacts and works of art from many of the Louvre's oldest collections, including the Da Vinci exhibit the ancient Egyptian, and Toltec Mayan exhibits. 4 particular items were snapped up by a generous bidder who paid much more than the asking price. The bidder's identity is unknown, but it is assumed to be an art enthusiast who didn't want to see the Louvre shut down. There are rumors, however, that the buyer may actually have been acting on behalf of another race in the symbiotry, which, according to the Earth History Preservation Act of 2322, would be illegal. We're told an investigation may follow. Museum sources that I spoke to speculated that the revenue from the auction will be enough to keep the Louvre in operation for at least the next 5 years. However, they warned me that the price of admission may go up in order to help cover operating costs. A small price to pay for such a wealth of human history and culture.
It's interesting that it's illegal for anyone from the symbiotry to buy Earth artifacts.
Surrounding the arrest of Agent 5 bring back, for most, memories of the Elliot Sinclair incident. That historic day 10 years ago could have turned out much differently if it weren't for Agent 5 of the Temporal Protectorate. After building the first ever functional time machine, only to have the government shelve the project because it was considered too dangerous, Sinclair decided to sidestep the politicians and build his own temporal transporter. Years later, when the Sorolans made contact with Earth to offer us a place in the symbiotry of peaceful beings, the xenophobic scientist suddenly found himself with a new purpose. Fearing an alien invasion, he tried to convince the public that the Sorolans were not what they appeared to be. But this endeavor met with little success. Frustrated, exasperated, and on the verge of insanity, Sinclair formulated a plan to make Earth a more difficult target for the Sorolans. On the day of the Sorolan ambassador's arrival, he sent
They're just summing up the events from the first game.
back in time to change the course of history. The first he sent to create a nuclear scare that would prevent world unification and prolong the Cold War. The second was to destroy the Morimoto Mars colony and make it look like the work of an alien race. And the third Sinclair sent to kill Dr. Enrique Castillo, the individual who was most influential in convincing humanity of the benefits of joining the symbiotry. His backup plan, should his robots have failed, was to assassinate the Sorolan delegate. It was our good fortune that Agent 5 was on duty at the Temporal Security Annex that day. He detected the temporal distortions, stopped each of the androids, and then apprehended Sinclair himself. That fateful morning made a hero of Agent 5 and spawned the blockbuster holoflick, The Journeyman Project.
Wait, there was a movie?
Was put on trial and found guilty of all
They made a
charges.
movie of us.
He was sentenced to life imprisonment on Vega Thalon and hasn't been heard from since.
Alright, enough TV. Let's go online shopping. Online shopping of the future. It's a very nice apartment. Or condo? Or is it a straight up house? I can't even tell. ShopNet. I got the numbers. We'll just do them in order. 3-8 4-8 2-5-7. Gino. A fond remembrance. Let's see, I don't know if we actually get that one. Oh, in the post box, that's right. What year is it supposed to be? Well, it is the year 2328. September 9th. Let's see. Next is the translator. 689 22378. That's my post box. Replicate. Yeah, the year we're in the 2300s. Quite a ways in the future. 94978. Cheese girl. Order stuff online and then replicate it instantly? Hell yeah. Only 300 years that we gotta wait. Did I pick up my Geno copy? I didn't. Want to wear that again. I don't even know if we actually need it. I just want it. Uh, 257. There we go. We have our Geno Andrew single. Perfect. Alright, and I think... yeah, I think just having the cheese girl is enough to get where we need to go at the beginning, at least. Save one, because I am not original with my save names. Now this is the part I always got stuck on as a kid, because I could never figure out what the hell I was supposed to do. Alright, so Farnstein Lab. In the year 2282, a salvage vessel cruising Saturn for derelict ice mining platforms discovered the research station Amarax, which had served the secret workshop and last known residence of master artist Kenneth Farnstein. The Amarax had been badly damaged in an asteroid shower, with entire wings torn from its tattered hull. Upon inspecting what remained of the station, the salvage crew found 4 unique, interactive sculptures made of polymorphing neural matter and an advanced neurocomputer which became the direct forebear of modern technology. The software that drove the computer, however, had perished decades earlier when the crippled station's power reserves ran dry. Farnstein was an enigmatic figure, part artist, part computer scientist. His far-fetched claims that the art he sold was the work of an artificial being of his own making were, for many years, considered the ravings of a lunatic. With the discovery of the Amarax, this belief has come under serious scrutiny. Your mission is to explore the damaged space station just after the accident, while it still has power in its reserves. Try to determine the truth behind Farnstein's work, comb the station for any signs of an artificial intelligence or anything else which may have gone unreported by the salvage crew, starting with the station's neurocomputer. As Farnstein is believed to have perished in the asteroid shower, the station should be vacant. Your destination coordinates have been scanned and cleared. Alright. And we have no oxygen. Which is why we need the cheese girl. Cheese girl. There we go. To launch ourselves into the station. And that was usually about as far as I could figure out when I was a kid. I'd get this far and then I'd run out of oxygen and die.
Pressure variance too great. Door may not be opened until pressure is equalized.
Right, other way? We're on a time limit before we run out of oxygen.
That always seemed to work in Scooby-Doo.
Pressure variance too great. Door may not be opened until pressure is equalized.
So, I guess I haven't got
It's a raven!
You just pop up in different spots, like a... whatever pops up in different spots. So, was corrupting my work not enough? Back to finish the job? What? And I thought I was being rescued. I'm breathing my last breaths here, and I get visited by Guido, the space family. Come all this way to tamper with my sculptures. What are you, an art critic?
Had a pretty interesting dream about a space station last night. Well, what a coincidence. We're currently on a space station. Do we have oxygen now? Or am I not in the... Did I not click on the right room? I want to make sure we don't die. Hydroponics.
So, what do? Travel around space looking for derelict crafts so you can terrorize the survivors by redecorating while they're helpless? What'd you do? Bring a spray can too?
I guess I didn't pressurize the right area? Oh, there's the docking bay that I'm trying to get into. Oh, here we go. I am here. Did I not click the thing? Click to pressurize. Insufficient oxygen reserves. Oh. Oh, did I already mess up and I pressurized the wrong room? Dang it. That's the one bad thing about this game, is that you can absolutely soft block yourself and have to redo a thing. And since I am kind of half blind with this, that's gonna happen. But now I know I can pressurize the wrong room accidentally. Let me get another cheese girl. 9, 4, 9, 7, 8. Space station pirate. The room was gonna explode? Nah, I think we were just gonna suffocate. Which is also bad. Enjoy the smoothing sounds of Gino Andrews. Gino, a fond remembrance. Hey, Roger. You're a fan of Journeyman Project? I'm actually really surprised. Welcome, welcome. It's nice to meet someone who actually recognizes, Journeyman stuff. Played all 3? Nice! 3 is probably my personal favorite. Same. It's been a long time since I've played 2, which is why this is like half casual, half blind. Because I haven't played it since I was like in middle school. And I did my first runs of the first game maybe a month or so ago on stream. Because we're going through all of them.
That always seemed to work in Scooby-Doo. So, I guess I haven't gotten rid of you after all. You just pop up in different spots like a...
Where was the...
pops up in different spots.
Oh, there it is.
So, was corrupting my work not enough? Back to finish the job? What?
Pretty much when I played it, couldn't play the first one without my brother. Yeah, the first one's tough. The second one, I think, is also pretty tough, to be fair. There we go. Now I'm pressurizing the right room.
Cannot pressurize. Foreign object obstructing habitat wing door seal.
Oh? Something is blocking a door.
Being rescued. I'm breathing my last breaths here, and I get visited by Guido, the space vandal. Come all this way to tamper with
He
my
called me a
sculpture.
he called me a space bandit.
Critic.
Oh,
So,
metal bar.
what'd
Okay,
you do?
maybe now I can pressurize.
Run around space looking for derelict crafts you can terrorize the survivors by redecorating while they're helpless? What'd you do? Bring a spray can too?
How to get the resolution like that? It's I'm using the GOG copy. And on OBS, I stretched it to film my display capture. So it's full screen on my end, and it would be a really tiny window on display capture. But I have adjusted appropriately. Yay, I have oxygen. Okay, now I won't die.
If you're here to rescue me, fine. Just get on with it. If you're gonna add insult to injury by messing with my work, I can do without it, okay? Just leave me here to die in peace with my artwork.
Lucid in the sky with diamonds. Hey Starbreeze, how are you doing? Ooh, trippy.
Localized gravitation manipulator pads malfunctioning. All personnel advised to clear docking bay.
This is awesome, I want to see you do this. Oh, thank you! I'm glad to have you here to watch. I have no idea what the logic is behind moving around on this grid. The stream is pure awesomeness, get used to it. Thank you, Starbreeze. Thanks for asking, how are you? I'm doing much better. I was suffering from some really weird, like, cluster headache type stuff the past day and a half or so. Which is why I didn't stream yesterday. But I'm feeling much better. It's only allowing me to move in certain spots. Lucid's my favorite streamer, oh. Oh, Meg, you're gonna make me cry. That's not allowed.
Where are you going, anyway?
Beats me. The ooh squad. Headaches. Sorry to hear that. I'm glad it's waned. Yeah, me too. I'm not even sure.
Somehow. Not like before. Your patterns. You're more curious. Like, you don't really know what you're doing here, do you?
He's right.
You're not the same intruder.
It's true. I have no idea what I'm doing.
So, why are you here? Are you looking for something? Me?
You see what I did? What did I do? Let's try that way? Oh, you just now noticed? Well, I figured if it's so, if there's so much demand for it, it should be appropriately valuable.
I feel this, but I guess I have an instinct about you. My other guest didn't feel right. You're different somehow. Like I should trust you.
My god, you have 41,000 points? Raven, you have too much power. I'm scared. You only have 6.6 thousand because you kept spending them on Uwu mode. Yeah, I never got this far when I was a kid in this area. Because I could never figure out how to turn the oxygen on and I would just die.
My eyes and ears for the moment. Most of the station monitors are dead. Here. Well, here you are. You found me. Well, part of me, anyway. Not much to look at, I
Can
know,
afford 2
but
whole
it's
oos.
what's inside that counts. Well, I guess I've decided to trust you. It's not like I have many options. I don't know, maybe we can help each other out. Why don't you move into the room so we can talk better?
Yeah, this game is definitely extremely hard for like a 12 to 14-year-old.
This conversation is going to be a little
I can vouch for that.
My command-level voice recognition module got a little jumbled in the accident. Well, I'm Arthur. You've probably figured out by now that I'm not real. But I'm learning to accept it, really. I split off a few copies of myself, and together we're sharing our feelings about it in group. Anyway, this is what I am. An artificial... sorry. Non-organic sentient being. If you want to be politically correct. Trapped in this wreck with the power dying out a little quickly, I'm afraid.
The head pats? Yeah. Someone redeemed some channel points for some head pats.
I thought I was pretty advanced, but the technology I'm reading in your suit is astounding. And this is crazy, but it almost seems like an evolution of mine. Look, if you'll let me, I should be able to interface with your logic system and maybe get a clue as to who you are and how we can help each other. It means an intrusive scan, but we're both lost here, and I need you to trust me. What do you say?
I love how it's like, yes, and like this fancy cursive giant font and like, no. And it's like all tiny. Gee, I wonder which one we're supposed to pick.
Alright, let's see what we've got. Temporal security? You're from the future. Well, I'm pleased to meet you, Gage. Wow, you're quite the hero. I guess this is my lucky day. But that's you. I don't
Arthur's catching himself up to speed.
Whoa, I'm starting to get a headache here. This plot's getting a little hard to follow. I'm starting to get the picture here. Hey, this is about me. This is better than palm reading. Perished? Then you can't help me or you'll change history. I'm sorry. I've probably seen more than I should. I should have never scanned your biochips.
CZ!
Wait a second.
It's been a while. Hey, how you doing?
Gage, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Take me with you.
Hello,
Your
CZ.
biochips are derived from the same wetware as my brain, only 1,000 times more advanced. If you take me with you, it'll cause a time distortion or whatever, but if I download a copy of myself onto a blank chip, nothing will have changed.
I did, I do.
I
have
know
the
who framed you, the same person who messed with my sculpture.
I have the VODs on my channel and on my YouTube.
Is it a deal?
Does this command work? YouTube. It does work. Yeah, I have the VODs from the first one. I have Turbo, I have Pegasus Prime, and now we're playing 2, and then eventually we'll play 3. How are you all doing? We're doing great. I was saying earlier, I had a headache on Saturday, so that's why the stream's happening on a Sunday. But we're doing good. Gotta check out the YouTube. Yeah, I put all of my VODs up on there so that even when they eventually expire here on Twitch, there will be a home for them. So
great.
Let's get Arthur into our suit.
You're not gonna regret this, Gage. Now let's see. I should be able to transfer the data across optically from my core.
Because Arthur's gonna be our buddy.
That means we've got to get you inside the Nexus, which of course is inconveniently detached from the station at the moment. How do we do this? The door release. The decompression should propel you across to the Nexus. I'll have to give you the override code. It's risky, but it's doable.
Okay, where go now? Oh, thank you for the follow, Roger. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Batterday, so this was a Bat Sunday. A Bunday? No, that's no right. I think someone referred to it as Sunday Fun Day at some point. So I've just kind of rolled with it, but yeah, it doesn't really rhyme with bat, does it?
Pressure variance too great. Door may not be opened until pressure is equalized.
Sorry. I purged the air in the docking bay. The door won't open. Look, I can't do anything to you, but I've already had one of my pieces vandalized, so I can't just let you wander around till I know what you're up to. Who knows? Maybe I can help you find what you're looking for. There's a gravity well in the center of the room. If you move into it, we can talk. Otherwise, you can always leave in whatever weird way you people got here.
Which means jumping. But we're trying to get to... there, the AI Nexus.
The emergency release is just above the door, middle of the room. It's a manual, you know, so we can have sort of a for you. Man to artificial personality sort of a conversation. There's nowhere else you can go without my help anyway, so you might as well take a chance.
Oh,
okay.
This one.
Punch in this code, 32770. The rest is up to you. Good luck.
32770. Hey, Blair! Greetings, Lucid. If I may ask, do you remember what the first game you ever played was? Do you mean like in my life or on stream? Talking over himself, yeah. I tend to run into bugs a lot. It's just kind of my luck. But my first game I ever played in my childhood, ooh, If we count edutainment games, probably Microsoft My Personal Tutor. I don't know if that counts. If we're talking about like real games, like video gamey games and not edutainment like Sesame Street games, probably Quake 2. Yeah, probably Quake 2 and Diablo 1. Think maybe like Blade Runner and Riven were around that time too. But I think Quake 2 was like my first like adultier game that I played. Microsoft Teacher, the most hardcore game. Oh my gosh. Diablo overlay is cool. Yeah. I'm planning on getting a new, well, I'm working on a new overlay for my new model I'm making. But, I do plan on keeping this one around.
To my brain. All that I am is contained in that sphere.
You're gonna have to open me up. There's a manual code book. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but
mango.
I think it has to do with exchanging
I
the
do
red
love
lights
mangoes.
for green and vice versa. You'll have to figure it out. After that, well, if it works, the next time I talk to you should be from inside your suit.
Alright, it's puzzly time. Well, at least it resets it when I screw up. This is the part where I just wing things and hope I can figure it out. They can only go in one direction. No, that's not gonna work. Maybe... Oh? I think... Haha! Big brain!
To anyone who may be listening, my name is Dr. Kenneth Farnstein. I've made this recording in the event that anything should happen to me. This message is an appeal. 26 years ago, I undertook an experiment to create a new kind of artificial intelligence. A system demonstrating the traits of self-awareness and creativity. My results have been astonishing. At first, I considered the experiment a failure. I had created an erratic, unpredictable, thoroughly irrational program, but it had a curiosity, you see. And occasionally, a burst of insight so lucid I was astonished at the understanding. Not the cold conclusions of a machine, but something more.
My big brain cred is saved. Thank you, Roger.
It was life.
Just by playing this game, I am big brain.
Arthur is not simply a program, he is a person. And I have sheltered him here from the circus our world would make of him. I'm afraid I may have corrupted him enough with my obsession for 20th century media. I ask that you understand. And if you can find it in yourself to protect him for a while. He means a great deal to me.
So that's their reasoning for why Arthur's gonna make a bunch of pop culture references.
Not exactly flattering. Unless 100 years of progress, you can fit me on a chip. So, how do you like my new home? Comfy little interface, eh? So, this is how I think I can help you out. I couldn't figure out a way for you to ask me questions directly, but I've created a comment button that'll light up if I have something to offer. I've actually been fascinated with art history and stuff, and by the looks of what your future self was researching, what I've studied could come in handy. I've also created a help button in case you get stuck on a problem. You know what they always say, 2 minds are better than 1. But hey, you're the detective. I'm sure you'll want to figure it out on your own before resorting to my help. There's more info in the chip's inventory description. You might want to check that out. As to our mutual friend, he was reprogramming one of my sculptures in the biomass processing module. I think he set up some sort of harmonics response, but the only way to find out for sure is to visit the scene of the crime. And that means getting to that part of the station. I gather you don't have control over where you jump to in a time zone, so it may be a trek. The accident really trashed that part of the station. In fact, we may want to come back to it later. Alright, so maybe it won't make much difference when we get to it, but to be totally honest, I'd much rather go somewhere other than back to the station my first trip out of here. If you know what I mean. I could use a little adventure. Alright, Gage and Arthur's big adventure. I like the sound of that.
Well, he wants to leave. I guess we can leave and come back to this later. But yeah, now we have Arthur in our suit, and he can comment on stuff, and he's a built-in hint system.
Oh, like the look. Early terrarium.
So we should probably keep him up at all times so that we can get his comments whenever.
Gage, one word. Curtains.
I thought it. I thought it. No curtains. There's no privacy here.
These are wonderful toys. And when do you get in the dream continuum? You beat those things? Gage, that isn't a threat. That's a $1 million toy line.
Why do I need privacy? I'm on house arrest? I mean, fair, but I'm not always on house arrest, right? Like, this was Gage's house before he was arrested.
He's tired of being abused by Wookiees. Charles Bronson is C-3PO in Death Droid.
Man, I want these action figures.
I don't mean to suggest you have an ego problem, but you have an action figure of yourself.
I was hoping he'd say something about that. We have an open roof, too. Don't we worry about rain? Or is there like a force field above us? Oh, I see the little drinking bird thing. And a fruit bowl? Yes, that is a nice fruit bowl. I'm glad I can inspect that fruit bowl.
Kind of defeats the purpose of ping pong, doesn't it?
See, now I feel like we can explore the rest of the house. Now that we have Arthur here.
Gage, please tell me these books came with the apartment.
I'm trying. What do they say? Timescape. The time machine.
So what do you consider light reading? The toaster manual?
So I guess there are a bunch of like tech books. The joy of multiplying, I think that says, or the joy of something plicating. Sounds like something Jembe would read. Is that an award? The font's like impossible to read anymore. The joy of replicating?
Hey Gage.
Yeah, maybe that's what it says. I'm glad you can read it.
All work and no play makes Gage a temporal neurotic. Nice. The Tex Avery alarm clock.
So Gage is like a total time nerd. He's got all these clocks. These ancient devices for timekeeping. Like watches. 640 by 480 resolution. Next gen graphics. It's true, I mean, look at all those pixels.
Agent 5, Gage Blackwood, is under house arrest. Access privileges revoked.
Log transcription. Oh, this is like a journal. Let's see. For the past few jumps, I've been experiencing a vague, dizzy sort of feeling when I time travel. It's almost like something hovering just beyond the reach of my consciousness, like a word on the lip of my tongue, and then on the tip of my tongue, lip of my tongue. God, I can't read. And then the feeling goes away as soon as I get to where I'm going. I've never heard of anyone experiencing this before, so I'm afraid that I might be developing some new kind of time travel disease, or maybe a sensitivity to it. Not that I'm surprised, no one's ever proven that time travel is safe? Oh, entirely safe. We're the guinea pigs. Whatever it is, I can only hope that it doesn't get any worse. If it does, I'll have to let Chalman know. Yeah, that's an L. I don't understand it. The coordinates of the station were supposed to be accurate to within a millimeter, but somehow I just ended up floating in space where the station had been about an hour earlier. Unless the location and velocity data were wrong, I don't know how I could have been so badly miscalculated. They said they took everything into account, down to the most negligible effects on its velocity by any bodies within 1,000 light years of it. I could see the station drifting out there, but I couldn't get to it. The suit doesn't have any kind of thrusters. TSA protocol says to scrap a mission if something unpredictable happens, but this is obviously just an error in calculation. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to find a way to get to the station. But if I go into TSA looking for a thruster, someone might wonder what's up. So it looks like I'll have to get creative. So this is how we got to the station, was kind of what he's alluding to. Came up with a pretty cheesy idea for propelling myself to the space station. Still can't believe it actually worked, not that it matters. Even after getting in, I kept running into barriers. No oxygen, no gravity, jammed doors. And here's the kicker. I heard a voice. There shouldn't have been anyone there. Whoever it was saw me and told me to get off the station. He was such romantic. He says sigh and pause in his journal entries. I know, right? He's like writing this like prose in a novel. Whoever it was saw me and told me to get off the station. I'm not sure he saw me so much as detected my presence, but still I had no choice. I had to abort. It's a miracle I didn't cause a ripple. Maybe because whoever it was died up there before coming into contact with another human being. But I can't help but think, what if it was Farnstein? How did he live longer than we believe? The station was obliterated. How could he have survived? Pause. Or could the stories be true? Might it have been an artificial life form that he created? I can't escape the irony. I went there to learn the truth, but the truth is what forced me away. Sigh. Maybe this is a sign that some things are meant to remain unknown. Let's see. I don't know about my luck these days. It happened again. When I got to Gallard, I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. There was someone standing right in front of me, looking out over the tower wall. He spun around the second he heard the displacement effect. There wasn't a thing I could do, but before he could even draw his sword, an arrow came over the wall and hit him in the back. Lucky for me, I guess. He would have killed me. Can you imagine the distortion that would have caused? It should have created a huge one as it was. I guess we're just damn lucky and the arrow would have hit him anyway. I don't get it. The jump locations are supposed to be scanned with a fine-tooth comb. How could they have not noticed? I'd like to hear their explanation for this one. And then, I go to watch Felipe Augustus's men climbing up through the garderobe. And when I get there, all I see is the grappling hook they left behind. The whole reason I was sent there was to document how the castle fell. And they got me there too late for it. I know it's difficult to distill accurate information from historical accounts, but this is twice in as many missions I guess I'm gonna have to have a little talk with the guys in research before I end up materializing in the middle of a Shriners convention. On my last jump, the strange feeling I've been experiencing during time travel became a little more tangible. I became aware of a faint, almost imperceptible ghost image of my jumpsuit floating slightly out of phase with myself. I'm assuming it's a glitch in the suit's circuitry. The time-phase synchronizer's probably malfunctioning. That should worry me, but I'm actually relieved. At least now I know there's nothing wrong with me. I'm gonna have Bill run a diagnostic on my suit tomorrow. Ghost effect, huh?
You have 3 messages.
Man, they thought we were gonna have answering machines still in the 2300s.
Mr. Blackwood, this is Mark Johnson from Interactive News Network. I'm just calling to see if you'd like a chance to tell your side of the story.
Oh, yeah, so I guess he was speaking orally and it was just a transcript of his oral journal?
Exclusive interview. I hope to hear from you soon.
Hey, Gage, how you doing? Listen, Oh, shoot, it's your day off. You're probably in Tahiti, as usual. Well, anyway, I was wondering if I could borrow your Environ system. The record button's busted on mine, and I haven't had a chance to get it fixed. And hey, you do me this one favor. I might be willing to forget...
It would have been funnier if you literally wrote pause and sigh.
Grab ball last week? Thought you'd get away with it, huh? Not this time, pal.
I'm still gonna accept it as my headcanon.
So call me. I'm at home. Thanks. Bye.
This is such a creepy answering machine, honestly.
Gage, it's me. Wake up and answer the phone. Hello. I know you're there. Where else could you be? Well, anyway, you owe me, pal. I got your jumpsuit. I just pray they don't realize their key evidence is missing before you figured out what's going on, or we'll both be in neck deep. It would take a genius to figure out that I was the only one who could have taken it. But hey, they wouldn't fire me, would they? I'm their chief technician. Who else do they have to get their net games running? I'll send you the suit as soon as I put in an Opmin biochip.
If you get a chance, you'll want to modify it to automatically record evidence. And if you need anything else, please hesitate to call me. Oh, and Gage, do me a favor. Erase your messages for a change. Thanks. Good luck, buddy.
He's like, please, hesitate to call me. So that's how we got our suit. It's gotta be alien tech. No human would make that. Right? It must be a Cyrolan thing, because no human would want to look at this. So we got a buddy on the inside, and that's how we got our suit. It's good to know. Can we go up the stairs? Is it just for looks? I think it's literally just for looks. Well, I think we can jump to a new place now. Alright, jump. So, where to jump to next? Look down the wall, there's a door. No, turn around. Because we already looked at the TV. The I think the stairwell really leads nowhere. It's just a loop. Click the wall?
Please step back. House arrest and payment barrier may not be crossed.
Oh. Well, you were right. I did have to click the wall, but we also still can't go anywhere. Well. Guess we'll read the mission briefings for all these and then, because we have to, and then we'll decide which one to go to first. Let's see. Chichen Itza. Sometime around 1000 AD. See, I can't read sometimes. The ancient Mayan civilization of the Yucatan Peninsula began to die out for reasons yet unknown. Also around this time, the Mayan capital of Chichen Itza played host to newcomers in the form of the Toltecs, a culture closely related to the Aztecs. No one knows for sure whether the Toltecs invaded the Mayans at Chichen Itza, or if migrating survivors of their own culture were simply allowed to, their own dying culture were simply allowed to settle there. Your mission is to observe the resident culture and gather information that will lead to a definitive answer to this question. Warning, there will be a human presence in this environment. Gather footage from a safe distance and avoid being seen. Your destination coordinates have been scanned and cleared. Yeah, sure they have. Let's see. Chateau Galard. Throughout his reign as King of England, Richard I battled with Philip Augustus to maintain Angevin rule over territories in northern France. To oversee and defend many of these territories, Richard the Lionheart quickly erected Chateau Galard in the Les Andelys mountains of Normandy. For years, Philip sought to restore the state of his empire. After Richard's death, he got his chance. Having been financially crippled by Richard's exploits, England could do little to hold him off. Territory after territory was taken by Philip. Though it was known to be impregnable, Chateau Galard capitulated to the French on the 6th of March, 1204, after a brief 6-month siege. A failed relief effort by King John is thought to have played a role in the fall of the castle. However, exactly why it succumbed so quickly is still a matter of some controversy. You are to travel to Chateau Galard to witness the final day of the siege and document how Philip's troops gained entry into the castle. And yeah, there's human presence. Ooh, a stretch and hydrate. Thank you, thank you. And a drink. Thank you. I appreciate it. And then Da Vinci Studio. Historical records allow us to trace the entire life of Leonardo da Vinci, with the exception of the years between 1482 and 1489. All that is known about this period of his life is that he was working as the military architect and engineer of Duke Ludovico Sforza of Milan. Ah, God, I hope I pronounced at least some of those words right. This was during the war against the Venetian Republic. It is assumed that he built many new types of military devices. A few plans for such have ever been recovered. You are to travel to a secret workshop to document these unknown projects. As you will be arriving in the middle of the night, the studio will be vacant. Your destination coordinates have been scanned and cleared. So, I guess we'll go in order. We're gonna probably get stopped in some of them. And have to just kind of figure that out. Alright, so we're in the year 1050. So we'll try and get as far as we can until we get blocked. It's like a calendar. Oh wait, I have a translation thingy. And also Arthur. I gotta remember to keep Arthur up when we're traveling.
This is a Mayan ceremonial calendar.
Ah, I was right.
The larger disc has 20 month names inscribed in it, and the smaller one numbers the days. When they're spun, they make a month-day combination where they meet. If you do the math, that's 260 different combinations, each of which represent a day of the ceremonial year. Historians think that certain days of the ceremonial year were reserved for honoring the gods with human sacrifices, bloodletting, and other fun rainy day activities. Hey, what can you say? I guess the Mayans can be summed up with one simple word. Fun.
Fun.
I would guess that we're standing on the High Priest's grave pyramid. Historians have theorized that before it was a tomb, it was used for some other ceremonial purpose.
So we get to blood equals fun. I mean, as a vampire, I can attest to that. Hey, Sam! Welcome, welcome! How's your Sunday? Hope you're having a good one.
Those are Mayan hieroglyphs. They had a pretty sophisticated pictograph writing system. Unfortunately, my Mayan's a little rusty right now.
It's okay. Well, hopefully it gets better than okay. Been relaxing most of the day? Relaxing's pretty good. Oh, I'm unfrozen. Oh, now I'm unfrozen. But yeah, I consider a relaxing day to be a pretty good day. Have I played Tex Murphy? I do not think so.
This is a list of some sort. I'm not sure what it represents.
Is that an adventure game? Because it sounds like it would be.
Date.
Ah, okay. Oh, so these are different gods? The Shak Mul grants entrance to the underworld only on sacred days. Homage must be paid to the 4 lords of night before the layman is allowed to touch the holy vessel of ordainment. Holy vessel contains the breath of Itzamna. To touch the holy vessel is to become a vessel of the word of Itzama. Itzamna? Yeah. Oh, an FMV game. Detective Noir Cyberpunk B-movie? That sounds awesome. I'm definitely gonna have to look into that now, because that sounds kind of rad. So does it need to be a specific sacred day? We get Arthur back out here.
This is a little hard to see, but I think it's a depiction of a ceremony. It looks like a priest or supplicant is making an offering to a god. That huge pyramid is the Castillo. It's dedicated to Kukulkan, who was the Mayan equivalent of the Aztec serpent god Quetzalcoatl. The
Ooh, I'm
structure
definitely gonna have to
behind
look
it is
that
the
up.
Temple of the Warriors.
Tesla effect at Tex Murphy adventure. I might have to add that to my wish list. Thank you.
An interesting thing about El Castillo is that it was built on top of a smaller, older pyramid. In fact, some of the other Mayan pyramids have been built over the previous pyramid as many as 6 times, with the old temple still remaining underneath.
Wow. Oh yeah, we get to learn some, like, history stuff with Arthur, too. Does this count as an edutainment game, then?
Ah, the Pelota Field. The Maya played a game which was kind of a cross between basketball and soccer. Without using their hands or feet, they'd have to knock a hard rubber ball through a slightly larger stone hoop as high as 30 feet off the ground. No such thing as sore losers, mainly because the losers were decapitated.
I remember that game from Road to El Dorado. Anyone seen that movie? Because literally, they play that game. I always thought it did. It got me interested in history. Yeah, I mean, I remember as a kid, I thought there was
the Temple of the
some value to the
Jaguars,
historical
which
stuff in
also
here.
function as box seats for the royalty.
More commentary.
Gage, look at this. This is a representation of one of the 9 trials of the underworld. That's definitely Tezcatlipoca, the Toltec god of war. The legend says that when a person died, their soul would have to travel through 8 levels of the underworld en route to the Deadland. On each one, they'd have to pass a trial given by the god that ruled that level. After passing all of the trials, they'd be allowed into the Deadland, where they spend eternity without joy or suffering.
Ooh. So kind of like Nirvana?
I think this relief is depicting a lower priest or supplicant to the priesthood.
So maybe we need the sacred
offering
day.
to the water god. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that symbol represents a cave inside a mountain. The Toltecs believe that the underworld was entered through a cave.
So we got water god and we got a god of war.
That circular building is the Caracol, which means snail. The Maya built it as an astronomical observatory. They'd line up the sun and moon through rectangular slits in its walls to identify important days like the summer and winter solstices.
That's super cool.
Behind the observatory is the Casa de las Monjas, or nunnery.
Get thee to a nunnery. Okay. Translate. Well, I heard reference to a god of war. So let's try 7 obsidian. Seven. Mountain. Jaguar. Moon. Water. Flower. Deer. Where's obsidian? Oh. There it is. Ceramic bowl. Here, let's get Arthur back.
That's a chakmul. They were pretty common in Chichen Itza. Generally, if you wanted to be accepted by the gods, you'd place an offering in the chakmul's hands. I've only seen pictures of them facing away from the temple, though. I wonder why this one's facing inward.
Well, I have no idea. Let me save. So I want to put the ceramic bowl. I lived better days on a Sunday this week. Yeah, I had a pretty bad cluster headache type thing going on yesterday. So Saturday, Batter Day got moved to Sunday, Bunday. Also, hey, Ether Bunny. Am I gonna do the new Quake mission packs? Hell yeah, I'm just deciding, I'm trying to figure out when. I have so many games I want to be playing. Like, I still want to play, I don't know, I was thinking of playing Psychonauts 2 twice this week, just so I can get through it before I get spoiled for the ending. But I also want to play Quake Remaster. There's so many things. There's so many games. What I said doesn't sound too right in my opinion. Yeah, Sunday Monday doesn't sound quite right, but we'll think of something.
I knew that archaeologists found a series of natural caverns underneath this pyramid, but I don't think anyone's ever been able to figure out what they were used for. The Maya believe that the underworld was entered through a cave, so it's a good bet that that's what this place represented to them. Judging from what we've seen, I'd say that this is some sort of proving grounds, probably for supplicants to the priesthood. And considering that their word for the underworld was Sibalba, which literally means place of fright, I'll bet this was no funhouse.
Oh boy. Farewell, Lucid. I have to attend to tonight's festivities. Have a great stream. Yeah, have a great rest of your night, Blair. Thank you for stopping by.
As I recall, the Mayan heavens in the underworld were usually represented as a 13-step pyramid on top of an upside-down 9-step pyramid, with the earth as a flat plane in between. The 13 gods of the heavens ruled the daytime, and the 9 gods of the underworld the night. That's why they called them the Lords of the Night. Their heavens were pretty exclusive. Only certain people like sacrifice victims and children were let in. The underworld was for everyone else. Anyone that didn't get into heaven would have to make the journey through the 9 levels of the underworld to the Deadland, which was ruled over by the god of death.
Ooh. Sebulba, huh? That was rock racing. So I had two thoughts when you mentioned Sebulba. I thought of Sebulba from Star Wars, and I thought of, again, Road to El Dorado. Because they mention sending stuff to Sebulba, the underworld.
That skeleton isn't exactly fresh. They've obviously been using these caverns for a long time. Either that or they left it here for foreshadowing.
So we have some paths here. One of those creature designs I love that we gotta settle with this shitty personality. Yeah. There were a lot of really cool creature designs in episode 1. It's a shame that most of them had, again, terrible personalities. Ooh, temporal anachronism detected within immediate vicinity. Use evidence chip to locate. Oh? Ooh, so there was evidence of someone else being here before me. I should probably have the translator out. The final trial is the first sacrifice. A couple art books by the artist that did those creature designs. Some really cool stuff. Ooh. Oh, I love art books. I wish I had the space to store more of them. Those who will represent the god of wealth must turn their backs up to worldly possessions and lower their heads in humility. So there's different sacrifices I can make. Jar Jar also has a decent physical design, but oh goodness did they drop the ball on him elsewhere. God, no, right? Can you imagine a universe where Jar Jar wasn't annoying? Only those who have conquered their demons are welcomed in the presence of the god of war. So we have war, wealth, and the final trial. And then we have this over here. Man, it's a good thing Gage is acrobatic. I refuse to believe this exists. Imagine a universe. Universe where everyone is 4 years old. The only universe where Jar Jar wouldn't be annoying. Those who wish to gain counsel with Tlaloc must cross the waters of disbelief on the stepping stones of faith. Well, I just crossed, didn't I? But it still wants an offering of something. Something I do not have. My faith isn't strong enough. Is there anything else on the ground maybe that I could grab? This one had the shards by it. One of the concepts in the book does include a nude drawing of Jar Jar. You know what? No, I don't want to picture that. I see what Meg was referencing now. Well, what do I have? I have a metal bar. And I have a Gino Andrews single. So whoever I'm going after, they definitely went through here because there's the evidence leading here. I don't think I have an item to give as a sacrifice. So I think I'm gonna have to jump. So I guess we'll go in order and go to the chateau next. And then we'll return. Hopefully with something we can put in there. I guess that was the dude in that transcript that Gage mentioned. Bloody arrow. I bet we could use even maybe that arrow in the sacrifice chamber thing.
Someone should get a glimpse of us up here. In this suit, we might pass as a knight, but I think we should be careful not to be seen. The wooden roofs were covered with tin, I think to prevent being set ablaze by flaming arrows.
Huh. He's like a Ken doll. Nude but not lewd. Well, thank goodness for small miracles. The world did not need a nude Jar Jar. Oh, I should save it, because there's actually people around here, huh? Uh-oh.
Sounds locked to me.
Okay, so I don't want to go down there, then?
It's kind of interesting how they use the more finished stone on the outside of the walls to make the castle look more imposing, and use the rough stone on the inside. The space in between was generally filled with rubble and, oh, I don't know, annoying singing frogs and metal boxes.
Oh, here we go. Should have hit the Aztec gods with the smooth sounds of Gino. Gods won't be satisfied, but they will be relaxed. Maybe that would have counted as a wealth sacrifice. Because, man, what a frivolous expenditure. Nude Sebulba. Oh boy. I feel like I need to keep looking at the ground for things to pick up.
We seem to be getting closer to where that catapult
Oh,
is,
Jinrappy.
and I'd be willing to bet their aim isn't getting worse.
Strangely enough, I can't imagine that. I'm not sure if anyone else would want to, but I can.
Missed me by that much.
Oh my god. If I had walked even a step forward, I would have died.
When Philip Augustus heard about Richard's death in 1199, he set about retaking Normandy. And within 3 years, in October of 1203, he was knocking on Chateau Gaillard's door with a formidable army.
Gaillard.
answered the door. 300 knights, 3,000 horsemen, and 4,000 foot soldiers and assorted ruffians, who tried to surprise Philip's army with a night attack. Big mistake. He wasn't counting on the new cohesion and confidence of Philip's army in the light of Richard's death. They were slaughtered.
That's right, CZ. It's more expensive now. Now you gotta choose what you want to do with your points. Whether you want to save up or not. That's killed me too many times before I figured that part out. Yeah, usually I think I end up getting hit by that. But I was distracted by Arthur just the right moment. There's knights everywhere. Oh, but someone redeemed an Aradara. Thank you, Ether Bunny. Okay. Hold on. Let's take a sip of water. A bat Ara Ara. Ara Ara. How was that? You're gonna save until you reach 100k? Damn. What are you gonna use all that power to do?
This is an old wood-burning forge, which blacksmiths at the time used to heat up
Noise.
soft raw iron, which they would then hammer to create rod or forged tools and weapons. This fire can only get up to about 1300 degrees Celsius. Stop me if I'm getting too technical. So they would be limited to casting softer metals such as bronze, copper, or gold.
Pumping the bellows draws air through the coals, stoking the fire. Try it, you weakling.
So I don't think I see much of, like, things I can grab. 50 consecutive Araras. Oh god. That'd be so many.
Hey, now there's a nasty-looking rig.
Bat MILF uses high-pitched Araras to echolocate.
No doubt some of them enjoyed it, too. I mean, still, there's nothing more disturbing than a cow into bondage.
A bat cacophony? I read that as eat chocolate. Oh my god. I have to admit, I also read that at first as like a weird misspelling of chocolate, and then my brain was like, no, 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 no. That's a real word.
Yes, the incredible sharpening wheel, the latest in lightweight stone technology. It spins, it sparks, it sharpens your knives. It's absolutely free with your 6-piece set of Ginsu broadswords.
I guess there's nothing to grab in here. Oh, a posture check. I am sitting at attention. Oh, they're distracted. They don't see me. But wait, there's more. This my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Anti-shrimp check. How did you know what I look like when when my posture's garbage? Oh, evidence. Oh, I see it. Did it play twice? I've noticed the sound alerts have been doing that lately.
That's either a very dirty moat or a very clean sewer.
Shrimpy boy. Literally me. Honestly. Yeah, literally me. Good thing this suit is waterproof. Hmm. Oh, I think I missed something. Oh yeah, because the transcript mentioned a grappling hook, right? I think I missed picking it up. Well, we do have an arrow now. Had that happen with another streamer. Yeah, I've noticed it happening on other streamers I've been watching, so I think it's something weird happening with sound alerts. Multiple scene pages will activate for each one. Well, if that were the case, it'd be playing, like, 6 times, wouldn't it? Oh, I hope I haven't jinxed myself. Here, I want to try and get that grappling hook. We have to watch this dude die again. Ridiculously detailed. I can't believe it's so criminally unnoticed. I know, right? This game is, like, amazing. Let's see. So where was grappling hook? Each time you use the channel point sound alert. Yeah, it might be something I'll have to experiment with and figure that out. Where would the grappling hook be? Oh, I think it mentioned that it was on the wall, right? Which means it would be down that wall I was walking along. Okay, so we're looking for a grappling hook.
I hope the serfs have umbrellas.
You tiny-brained wipers of other people's bottoms. I fart in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
Sorry, I always wanted to say that.
I appreciate the Monty Python reference, Arthur. Okay, so we gotta wait for this thing. Louis! still don't see the grappling hook, though. Maybe the grappling hook is not here. Like, maybe we do have to get it from somewhere else. Hmm. Yeah, because I'm not seeing it. Oh, it is there? Oh! Aha! I found it. Alright, so we got the grappling hook now. Let me get Arthur back up here.
These holes in the walls, or they call them arrow loops, were designed to protect archers while still giving them a wide angle of aim.
Wrong emote. Yeah, so I just had to go around the other side. Alright, let's go back to that wall. No, want to hear Arthur's comment.
These wooden hoardings here, they were put up for defense before a siege to protect archers, and get this, allow the soldiers to drop big, heavy, painful things on the attackers below. Charming, isn't it?
Yeah, charming. We don't have to wait for that thing to crash through the wall, so we can just walk on through. Yeah, don't mind me. Alright, saving it. Grappling hook. Thank you for the save redeem. I'll use that after I finish this part.
Hello! Joseph! Shaka, fool! 'Tis all for naught! It shall not claim this tour!
Uh-oh. Man, Gage is athletic. Oh!
Quick! He's in the king's chamber!
Oh, wait!
Quick! He's in the king's chamber!
Ah. I remembered I have a cloak at just this moment.
Alas! He escaped us. He must not wretched a goddess.
Oh. Oh my god. I remembered that literally the last second. Like how this guy's doing crazy dangerous stuff, but he's also constantly giving little footnote facts to nobody like he's a tour guide. Yeah. Arthur's great, though. I kind of enjoy his commentary. Coming up to one of my favorite parts. Ooh. Whatever became of avoiding contact with other people? Has that gone out the window? Nope. in this particular area, we look like a knight from a distance. So as long as we don't come into close contact with anyone, we should be good. Alright, I've uncloaked, and I'm going to save it because of the save redeem. And also because that was scary. Thank you. Alright. But now, I think we can look around.
Tapestries were used a lot as wall coverings to warm up rooms. The illustrations usually depicted historical moments such as great battles or biblical scenes. Well, that is actually a pretty nice depiction of a castle under siege. Guess another good example of life imitating art, wouldn't you say? Except for the 20-foot knights, of course.
You gotta tell him. You gotta tell him. Soylent Gruel is made out of people.
Ooh.
I think we're gonna have to look elsewhere for a key.
Oh, that just zooms into the same spot. It's Soylent Gruel. It's people.
What lovely candelabras. I wish my brother George was here.
I feel like that tower's pretty close to that even someone with poor eyesight could read that big bold 5 on your helmet and been suspicious. I'm just knight number 5. Right? They probably would have killed me without asking questions, though. I assume we go down. I'm not being yelled at about people being nearby yet, so I assume we're going the right way.
This must be the study. When the king stayed here, it would be his throne room. In his absence, it would be used for receiving visitors, and right now, I would guess, planning the defense of the castle.
Hey, Melody! Hope the stream is going fantastic so far. It is! Thank you so much for dropping by! Just sit in the throne. My god, am I supposed to be able to read this? Can I use the translate chip? Oh my god, I can. The war is not going well. Philip's troops have taken Gournay and Conches and have set up camp on the Berniers Peninsula. With such victories under his belt, it shall not be long before he gathers the confidence to attack. Oh, wait, go back. And go down? Yeah. Before he gathers confidence to attack Chateau Galère. To be honest, King John is less of a strategist than ever Richard was, and I fear that he shall not be able to halt Philip's advancement. It saddens me to see territory won by the Lionheart in fierce, bloody battle, lost so quickly at the hands of a weaker man. Haven't seen this game yet. Yeah, I imagine most people probably haven't. I was super surprised when Roger came in here, because Roger's actually played all 3 of these games. Will hydrate in a stretch? Oh yes, you old English, barely comprehensible. Gourmet enchiladas? Oh man, now I want an enchilada. Actually, let me just finish off this water bottle. There we go. I'll just toss that. Stretch. There we go. Alright. I was awakened this balmy August morning by the sound of clashing armor and men screaming. The inevitable has come to pass. Philip Augustus' troops have attacked the garrisons along the Seine. He has already gained much ground. So sudden and fierce was the assault. As our defenses were weakened in the onslaught, it is likely that the island fort shall fall before relief arrives. If so, Philip will lay in for the siege. Fortunately, our supplies are ample, and we can hold out for many months without relief if necessary. I sent a letter to King John to inform him of the situation. And so that was back in August. So now in October. Heroic show of force was mounted by the king's forces this morning. 300 knights, 3,000 horsemen, and 4,000 foot soldiers under the Earl of Pembroke converged on the entrenched Normans who defended their positions tenaciously. At one point, the siegers appeared ready to flee under the drive of the assaulting forces, but alas, it was not enough. Philip's men held their ground, and Pembroke's men were forced to retreat. If 7,000 soldiers can't force the Normans from the trenches, the best we can hope to do is hold them at bay. And then January, one of my advisors just told me that he has discovered the perpetrator behind several robberies at the castle. He said that his investigation required him to speak with the blacksmith, who was not himself available, but the smith's apprentice was available. The apprentice let on that when the smith is hired to make a lock and key, he often keeps the mold used to cast the key. It was then that my advisor realized he had stumbled upon the perpetrator. He immediately searched the premises, whereupon he discovered the ill-gotten goods in several key molds. I'm distressed that in this time when our very survival depends on the cooperative efforts of every member of the group, this greedy opportunist is thinking only of himself. It pains me not to be able to make an example of him. It would only worsen the already waning morale and leave us in the middle of a siege without a blacksmith. Instead, I have chosen to give the smith a stern warning for now. His real punishment shall have to wait. Castle food supplies are getting desperately low. All of our hopes lie in a relief effort devised by King John. While troops led by William Marshall occupy the siegers from the landward side, supplies are to be snuck up to the castle from the Seine. If the plan doesn't work, our supplies shall be gone within 2 weeks, and the castle shall fall soon after. The outer bailey already has been severely weakened. Man, so they went through this whole siege over the course of these months. It's become increasingly difficult to find the time to write in my journal. In fact, I'm only writing now, because this may be the last chance I get to do so. Despite a valiant effort, King John's relief effort had failed. And right on the heels of this tragedy comes another. The outer bailey has fallen. There seems to be little we can do to stop Philip's forces. The few men that are still alive are already starving, and yet we will now have to cut back rationing to 1 cup of grain per man on every 3rd day. If we don't get relief soon, the castle is doomed. I've taken the precaution of sequestering everything of value in the hidden storage room, as King John requested in his last letter to me, and destroying the key. The letter itself also had to be destroyed, as it contained information on the whereabouts of the hidden storage room. And that's it. How do I get out of this? How escape? How exit? Oh, there we go. I figured it out. I would fork over $60 for a game like this, with modern day graphics and development. I wish they would remaster this game, like, correctly. I don't know if any company would give it the love that it deserves, though.
That looks like a defense plan for the keep. These guys need help. Badly.
We're gonna drop a cow. So there was a storage room with treasure in it and a key, but both the key and the letter were destroyed in the fireplace. Burned letter. Where's my translator? Old 3D art gives a big sense of nostalgia. Yeah, I feel like exactly. If they tried to remaster this, they try to make it like how they've remastered Misc after all these years. Oh, save. I'll save after I read this. Grieved to have learned that my relief plan did not succeed, Philip's troops have been proven to be more formidable than I had anticipated. Nevertheless, it is imperative that you do everything in your power to hold Chateau Galère, as I am already in the process of organizing another assault to dislodge the invaders. Due to the improvidence of my late brother, Richard, it could take some time to locate the necessary resources, but rest assured, constables, relief shall come soon. In the event that the castle should fall before relief arrives, I ask that you put everything of value in the hidden storage, room with lies, secret panel, doors of the besieged castle. Burn this letter. Could it be that secret panel in the... back in the bedroom? Alright, I'll save it. I'm saving. Game saved. There we go.
This should be the main door to the keep. It would usually put the entrance on the upper level because the narrow stairway to the door would make attackers more vulnerable and the keep easier to defend.
It'd probably ruin it. I'm not entirely 100% on board with the Star Trek reboot, but I'm glad people still like Star Trek. Are you talking about Discovery? Or are you talking about, something else? Ugh! Well, good thing I saved. Oh, the movie reboot. Oh, like the new ones with well, they're not new anymore, are they? The ones with like Zachary Quinto and Chris Pine. Agent 5's death registered 1242 and 1204 AD. Despite warnings, Agent 5 ventured into an occupied area of Chateau Galère where he encountered a battle-hardened soldier trained to kill first and ask questions later. The soldier performed his duty admirably. Next of kin had been notified. Good thing I saved it. Thank you for that save redeem. Secret panel. It must be referring to that wardrobe, right? Yeah, I still don't know how I feel about those Star Trek reboots, but I'm glad that they at least established that they're like an AU. So like the original universe still exists. Because I think if they're gonna do like reboots for things, I'd prefer they do that, so that's like the original is not tarnished.
Gage, that's the one! That's the one who messed with my sculpture!
Oh? What were they messing with? They were trying to get in there?
Looks like the supplies are pretty depleted.
Busted! Arthur's done all up like Iron Man with the runes all over him. If anything, you know what I wish? I feel like Journeyman Project would actually be a good contender for a movie adaptation. Like, I don't think that about many games, but...
Probably not much left in them this far in the siege. What I'm trying to figure out is where do you put the tap?
Where you put the tap, bruh? But yeah, I feel like Journeyman Project actually would work as a movie. Or maybe like a TV series. I'd totally watch that. Is there anything else we can do in this room? I guess I'll ask Arthur, but...
That other time traveler must have been doing something over there before you startled him. Maybe that's a good place to start looking.
But I don't have a key to get in here. Yet. Unless... Can I pry it open with this bar?
We're probably gonna need a key.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Probably the same key that goes to, that wardrobe. Well, only place to go is up? I should probably save it again, just because I feel like there's people around. Okay, so this is back in the bedroom. Oh, and that's straight up locked. Hmm. Well, they said the key moles were with the blacksmith. So I think that was earlier in the area when we were, wandering around the blacksmith's, home. So maybe there was a key mold there that we missed.
Hey, nice chest.
Thank you for that, Arthur.
Oh, I can't believe this. I don't know how many times I told the movers the bedspread should be done in taupe.
Hope you have a great night, Lethal. It's always great seeing you. Always great seeing you, too. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I think we've done all we can in this area until we can get that key. Which I think we might have missed already. So let's jump to the Da Vinci Studio and see if we can pick up anything from there. Because I think having the bloody arrow, at least, will help us progress back in Chichen Itza. So yeah, let's go to the Da Vinci Studio and see if we can pick up some stuff. And here we don't need to worry about running into people. Hopefully. Assuming our information is even somewhat correct.
So is this real? Are we really in Leonardo's studio?
Ooh. Paintbrushes and stuff. Looks legit to me. Oh, that's creepy. Translate. Up, down, unlock, and lock. Up. Or down. Oh, okay. We need to turn the wheel. There we go. Now we have somewhere to walk. Kinda didn't feel like falling down an empty chasm to my death. Down we go. The power of old-timey elevators. get Arthur out.
Wow. Amazing. With all the different things Da Vinci had his hands in, he still had time to keep this place looking pretty. Ludovico Sforza, Il Moro, the current Duke of Bari, is actually a usurper. His young nephew, Gian Galeazzo, is the rightful heir, but hey, what are uncles for? Let me handle things till you grow up, kid. Pity he never got the chance. No big surprise that the kid died mysteriously before assuming the head of the family. The court of Milan was renowned for its pageantry, art, and music. Leonardo's previous patron, Lorenzo di Medici, may have sent him here knowing that the gesture would placate his powerful and ambitious neighbor. Though why Da Vinci made the move has always been a mystery. All this, of course, would seem to be a strong motivation. Still under construction. The current war against the Venetian Republic, money must have been coming in sporadically.
All these easels. It's interesting. The game looks so dark on my screen, but then I look over at OBS and I can actually see shit. Ooh, I got some wooden pegs for something. Guess we have to go around. I want to see what's on the other side of the room. Wonder how much time they put into designing all this. I know, right? Because they modeled everything in 3D beforehand. It must have taken forever for all these details. You know, and then they rendered it, and then they had to do, I guess, like 2D as well. Hopefully Leonardo doesn't need those pegs for anything important and historically critical. I mean, we haven't been yelled at yet.
That's an interesting gear assembly. It's geared pretty low. I wonder what it's for.
Drive assembly. Well, I have no idea.
My god. Renaissance power tools. Da Vinci was the 15th century Bob Vila. He's invented the table saw? Now this is stretching my suspension of disbelief. Hand crank to get the flywheel up to speed, and in minutes you have an attractive new den.
That's pretty impressive. A manual table saw. Is there anything we should saw? Like pegs? No. Okay. I guess there's nowhere else to go in this room. This area is nice and relaxing, though, because there's no way for us to die, I don't think. I mean, there's no one around to stab us with a sword, at least. Not sure younger people in our current decade know who Bob Vila is. It might be going over their heads. Yeah, maybe. I think even I only have, like, a vague recollection of who that is. So we can't go in there yet. We can go this way. You youngins. Hey, this game came out the same year I was born, okay? Actually, I think I might be slightly older than this game. We got 2 doors. that one opens. Youngins. We just go in a circle. I think we did just go in a circle. Oh, but there's a door here I missed. Never mind, it's locked. And that was also locked. Back in my day, we didn't have realistic 3D models. We had FMV and we liked it, damn it. Yeah, I should play more FMV games. Like this and Amber, they kinda count. Because they have FMVs in them, but they're not like FMV games, you know? I think there's a door on the other side there I want to go to. If it'll let me... Like, there's another one on my list. Aren't those the same? Oh, they disappear. Because I already picked them up. But yeah, there's another game I plan on playing that also has some FMVs every now and then. Lighthouse the Dark Being. But that's a significantly more difficult game. Oh, well, we missed a comment. Go back. Wrong way.
Wow, he actually tried to make the tank. Looks like he succeeded. I'd like to see the 6 burly guys who are going to make this thing move at any kind of speed, though. The guys inside would be well protected, but when you attack someone in a UFO, you can pretty much kiss the element of surprise goodbye.
Oh, that's what this is.
That hoist design looks like the one that Leonardo sketched up for the casting of the horse sculpture he was planning, but never got around to. Well, at least he got use out of the hoist.
Oh, I don't... Translator, I can't read that. You touching my tools, I'm breaking your face. Excellent. That's exactly what I should have expected.
Interesting. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? He didn't really mean for you to ride that thing naked, did he? You could get something caught in there.
So we're gonna ride something, huh? Can we touch the tools? No, we can't touch the tools. It's more efficient naked. You'd get rope burn, though.
Looks like school's in. Always good to keep a bunch of students and apprentices handy to boost your standing and do all the grunt work for you. Like most Renaissance artists, Da Vinci believed that designing and giving orders were gentlemen's work, and actually executing the piece was work for servants. That's why he rarely finished anything. Okay, a little professional jealousy.
Hey, Cabal! How you doing? Welcome, welcome! Hope you're having a good night. have you been? Doing better, yeah. I'm glad.
Well, there's no question what kept Da Vinci the busiest. With his patron waging war against the Venetians, there must have been a lot of pressure on him to give the Duke a strategic advantage.
Just shot back from grocery run and feeling a lot better. That's awesome. Hope you got some good groceries too. Got some good foods. Oh man, speaking of foods, I actually need to eat foods. Because my headache came back earlier, I didn't really get a chance to eat dinner.
I've seen this in Da Vinci's sketchbooks. It's cleverly designed to hit the operator in the head with a barrage of rock.
Restocked on some veg and legumes. With the exception of there being a million ways to die, Journeyman makes for a very chill stream. I agree. It's very cozy.
It looks like Da Vinci was testing out some of his designs for siege defenses as well. Trying to outwit himself, I guess. I wonder who's winning. Oh, you don't want to go over there. That's where Presto put all the cheap, low-res models.
Arthur just broke the fourth wall to call out Presto for not modeling high-res models in the back there. Oh my god. That's amazing.
Look, if they let us go everywhere, they never would have finished the game.
If they let us go everywhere, they never would have finished the game. That's amazing. Especially with Lucid at the wheel, so to speak. Aw, thank you, Cabal. Shots fired, damn. Yeah.
Clever. Now, if they were inflatable, then we have something.
The ravens are congregating.
I quote Da Vinci, translated from the original Latin, "Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down." Look, a primitive harvester.
A harvester of human lives.
Sorry, too many episodes of Tales from the Crypt. Still, those chopped hay bales are making me a little queasy.
What are we supposed to do out here, then? Nothing on the ground. We were supposed to go up, though. So maybe we need to go back to the elevator? Because that thing depicted us zipping down on a zip line. And now we got these, mechanisms in our inventory. Let's get to the other side of the room. Somehow. Okay, I think the door was, the other way. This way. How long is the streaming going? I think 9:30, 10:30. About 2.5 hours-ish, I think. Yeah, 2.5 hours. Thank you, Meg. Exactly 2.5 hours, dang. Alright, let's go back up the elevator.
That's a pretty ingenious device. There must be a system of cogwheels driven by that turnstile that run in that triple helix track. Kinda neat for moving furniture, but I'll take the stairs any day.
Am I streaming tomorrow? Maybe. I'll think about it.
Notice there isn't a pulley system down here to lower the platform? I'm sure that was by design. Da
Which-
Vinci was known to be very secretive, even paranoid, and he liked his privacy.
What genre does this game belong to? It's definitely a point and click. There we go. Should take a look outside, take in the view. That's kind of what I was planning on doing, was going up here and looking outside. See if I could, zip line somewhere. But yeah, ooh, Meg streaming tomorrow too! Yay! Always good to have a nice cozy Meg stream. Can't go that way. Maybe there's like an open window or something? Now that we've talked about food, I'm thinking about how I haven't had anything to eat. Oh! Evidence, huh? But where? Where evidence? I'm like looking at my other monitor where it's a little— oh! Ah! More footprints. Evidence registered.
This is Leonardo's Portrait of a Musician. This is supposed to be a friend of his, Atlante Migliorote, whom he traveled to Milan with, but historians were never sure. I suppose if we waited until morning we could find out for certain, but, well, I guess we could save that for the next trip.
Think you can unlock the door. Okay, I'll go back to the door.
I wonder if Leonardo realizes he'll never finish this piece. If records are correct, he's been working on it for, what are we in, 1488? About 3 years now, with another 2 to go before he gives up on it for some reason. I wonder why. They have some falling out? You know, we could jump a couple of years forward and... Okay, sorry. Wrong time.
I love how Arthur, being like an AI, is like such a history nerd. Uh-huh. Ooh, and we get to keep the balcony key. For some reason. Gonna try to be there. I'm thinking I might stream tomorrow evening. Maybe play some more Saw. There's our culprit. They're still here. But I was thinking I might play more Psychonauts 2. Because I really want to play more Psychonauts 2. Busted. Bustin', 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 bustin'.
Wow. Old Moro must have been pretty impressed by Leonardo's letter of introduction to fund this.
Zooming.
This is amazing.
I'm looking to make sure there's nothing I can pick up. But there, I feel like there must be a zip line or something, right? Because I got this, this pulley thing. The drive assembly. I gotta go, but this has been a fun stream. It was nice meeting you. It was nice meeting you too! Have a good night, happy gaming. Yeah, have a great rest of your night. I'm wondering if maybe I should start winding down, because I do want to maybe order food before it's too late. Y'all want to help me decide what I'm gonna eat? Out of the late night offerings, there's basically, the usual fare, like Wendy's, McDonald's, Chinese food. Food. Food would be ideal, yes. Maybe this balcony key unlocks one of those doors downstairs? At least that's my current thought. Going to stream Quake tomorrow if I'm feeling alright. Ooh! That'd be so awesome to watch. I was about to say, maybe some food? It's like, what should I eat? Well, definitely food. Food would be ideal. Question is, what kind of food? Edible kind for sure. Great minds think alike. Great ravens think alike. Alright, let's see if this key opens anywhere. If the ravens are on the same wavelength, they're energetically aligned. Okay, so I think this door was locked. Let's see if this balcony key can, allow us to actually get in. Maybe?
Maybe this won't be as easy as I thought, Gage. It looks like we're gonna have to find another way up to the tower room.
Why does that look like a button? It's not a button, but it definitely looks like a button. Guess the key won't open that. I'm also hungry. We are Raven. The Raven's hunger. What are the options I have? Well, this late at night, fast food. So like Wendy's or McDonald's will probably still be open. Chinese food places are always open. I could do my weekly Chinese food order. Oh yeah, Taco Bell is also an option. I think they're still open. I guess the key doesn't go to any of these. In which case... Might be a good place for me to stop then. Because we're talking about food. And I'm getting hungry. Yeah, I should probably, yeah. I saved. Alright. We'll stop here for the night then. Oh! Emote explosions. There, let me quit. Then my resolution's gonna go all wonky. Okay, now I can see things. Put some music on. There we go. Fireworks! I go with Chinese food? Alright, then I'll go with Chinese food then. Oh, but Meg's feeling Taco Bell. Mentioned Chinese is probably what I would go with. Sounds a lot better than Wendy's or McDonald's. Now that I'm back, my internet decided to be bad. Oh no, Nubble. Oh, I'm glad you're back. You're here to say goodnight. Because I think I'm gonna order Chinese food. I'm gonna get some rangoons. Rangoons. Sunday, bat day? the weekend in general is a bat day. If I ever stream on weekends, Saturday or Sunday, I will be a bat. So even if it's not Saturday Batter Day, it is Sunday bat something. I will accept suggestions on Discord. Which, reminder again, if anyone isn't already there, if I can spell Discord correctly. Boop. I'm on Discord. Let's open up Twitch and see who's up for a raid this fine evening. Sunday Batten Day. I mean, that kind of makes sense at some level, right? No, mute. There. Don't want to hear myself. Very cursed. Sandwich. We could raid Sandwich. Ooh. There's a lot of people on right now, actually. Let me see. Sandwich is playing Tormented Souls. Ooh. I was playing Pokemon Snap. Yeah, I'm thinking... Yeah, let's go with Sandwich. I love raiding Sandwich. Raid. Sandwich. Sandwich. I'm getting Chinese food, not sandwiches. Alright, got that going. Thank you so much for everyone joining me today and tonight. I know today's weird because it's a Sunday, but thank you for everyone who showed up. I had so much fun. I love this game. I can't wait to continue it next actual Saturday, hopefully. Leader Mouse Sunday. Thanks for the stream today. No problem. Thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all so much. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Stay hydrated and have sweet dreams. Stay safe. And I'm thinking I might stream tomorrow evening. I might stream Psychonauts 2. It's tentative, but I think I might. Because I'm not streaming on Wednesday because it's the 1st and we're doing the strike thingy. So I'm not going to be on Twitch at all on Wednesday. So I might stream Monday, Tuesday. Because Tuesday I kind of wanted to stream some Oblivion. We'll see. I'll figure it out. Yo, it's Psycho. Psycho Knots. Alrighty. Well, we'll let that raid happen. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. I love you all. Bye!
Cut it out, just cut that out. Let's just